a 3-time Grammy-winning group, Morgan Heritage. They have just released their latest album, The Homeland. I want to give a big welcome to Mr. Mojo and Peter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You guys seem to be here, there, and everywhere. The Grammy Museum, France, Uganda, Ghana, and right now we're at Punch Records HQ in Birmingham.
Yeah, man. Well, we have a new album that is very different. So, in order for us to truly make sure that people like yourself is playing the music and is writing about the music, we have to go out and do things that we did in the early days. We have to come from scratch and treat it like it's a brand new project. We can't rest on our reputation and achievements to think that just because we've done this in the past that you're supposed to, support us today. So we thank you for having us.
I still remember the time when I first met the whole family at the Inner Heights tour.
Yes, sir.
December 1997, the Wembley Hilton.
97. We just had a conversation about that the other day.
Wow.
97.
97, yeah.
Are you choosing sides? Are you gonna side with the Black Viking?
Absolutely.
Don't do it.
100%.
It's all about the African star.
Yeah, I still remember though. It was I think it was Jamali, yourselves, and Buju.
That's right.
And we were all kind of like locked away in this conference room upstairs in the Hilton, and I was kind of like, I want to talk to this group, Morgan Heritage, that have just come on the scene in the last couple of years, and I'm inspired by the music that I'm hearing.
Give thanks.
So and it's good that 25 years on, we can still do the same thing.
Here we are. Beautiful journey. Did you have more hair back then? Did you have more hair?
I did. And I'll show you a picture.
I saw it.
All right, look, let's dive straight into this new album. It's a massive album fusing the sounds of Jamaica and Africa.
Yes, sir.
21 tracks. Now, for me, that is a big number for a Morgan Heritage album.
Most definitely.
A lot.
Most definitely.
Excessive. Yeah.
Yeah. And it kind of feels like, I don't really feel that you could have left anything off the album, having listened to it. I mean, okay, it doesn't follow the traditions of previous projects. The last album, of course, was Loyalty. And I don't know, this album, it's got like a completely different feel to it. Totally. It's not a reggae album, it's a world music album.
Yes, sir.
What was the concept behind that?
Well, there was no real concept when we started working on the album. We started working on this maybe 4 years ago, 5 years max. And, during our travels through Africa, we'd go to different countries and find the local style there and, try seek them out and do combinations with them. This journey started a long time ago with You So Endure in 2008. It was revived again with Diamond Platinums in about 2016. And from there on, we just started get more involved with the community, the African music community across Africa. And through the pandemic, we worked on the album last year when our dad passed away. We went into overdrive in finishing this album, and that's when it really took shape. And it's like I said, we've never done anything outside of reggae before. So it was challenging for us, in which we always want to challenge ourselves. We don't want to be complacent, like Mojo said, and just rest on your reputation. We wanted to do something that was challenging for us, and we wanted to give it our best shot. And so we decided to do a world music album featuring African music.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, on the last album, I think that's where we had Africa, Jamaica, and we kind of had a bit of a teaser or taster of this could be a direction that the Heritage family are going towards.
Yes.
But,
yes, definitely.
This album, though, it's almost like you've opened up this big box and you've kind of spilt out so many genres within African music.
Yes.
African music is so much more than just Afrobeats, which is the one that everyone gravitates to.
Right.
Mr. Mojo, give us a little bit of a lowdown on some of the different genres that are featured on The Homeland.
So we tap into bongo flavor, we tap into the Sebin guitars from the Congo region, we tap into Amapiano, we tap into the ancient sound of the Baifal from Senegal, and Afro House is also, on songs like Can You Feel It? We tap into the ancient sounds of Ethiopia on that same song. So there's a lot of fusion happening even within the sounds of Africa that we display on this album. And we are happy when people like yourself really dive into the music. We can tell that you took time to get into the music, and we appreciate that.
There are there are so many different artists that are featured on this album. I mean, I think I lost count. I think I got to like 25, collabs.
30
and
plus.
30 plus. I lost count.
Is the final number.
How do you feel that the artists within the different genres have learned from each other working together on this project? So as an example, if we were to sort of like, maybe look at an artist like Shotawale versus maybe, I don't know, iOctane. How do you think that, the various artists have kind of like fused together, learning about each other's respective genres?
I mean, the Jamaican music scene has penetrated Africa for decades. It's nothing new because our origin is from Africa. The heartbeat of our music, you can trace it back to Africa, and you can't forget our DNA goes back to Africa. So with this album, it's like we're activating a dormant code that is written in us as black people in the West and Europe, and the influence has been felt in African music for quite a long time. When you take Afrobeats, for example, as a genre, it's inspired by Afrobeat, pioneered by Fela Kuti, but then they brought in hip-hop, R&B, reggae, and dancehall. They were singing in your Yoruba, in the late 90s with a Jamaican accent, right? So it's nothing new. When we first discovered Jose Chameleon, it was at a concert in Kenya, and we thought it was Beanie Man or Bounty Killer walking into the venue. The man have on all white, tall white boots. We was like, this man are going like Bounty. So the style, the fashion, the culture has been emulated for quite some time now. And I don't think it's any secret, and there's no star from Africa today that's gonna say they weren't influenced by the Jamaican music scene.
We are heartbroken to learn of the untimely passing of Peter Morgan, the founder of the Morgan Heritage. His last post on Instagram was on the 30th of January this year, which means he hasn't battled for so long. Peter Morgan, together with the Heritage Band music, changed the lives and thoughts of people when it comes to Rastafarians. He told the public that being a Rasta isn't all about having dreadlocks. They always advocated for peace, unity, cooperation, and love across the world, just like other reggae artists like Bob Marley, Banuela, The Light Lucky Dube, and so many more. His legacy shall forever live on, and a lot was left behind to us in this video. I hope you guys like the video and have a lot to learn when it comes to Peter Morgan. In fact, many of us had anticipations and bad thoughts when it comes to Rastas, but these people came out and put everything in order through their music. Peter Morgan's death was announced by his family, but unfortunately, the cause of his death wasn't officially announced in the statement. His death isn't only a loss to Jamaicans, but a loss to the entire industry of entertainment across the world, especially lovers of reggae music. What do you remember about Peter Morgan? What is your favorite song from Peter Morgan? And please send out your condolence messages in the comment section, and kindly keep the comments respectful. We shall keep you updated in case anything is officially reported. We therefore send out our sincere condolences to the Reggae Award-winning band group Morgan Heritage Band and the family of Morgan Heritage, and may his soul rest in eternity. Don't forget to consider subscribing to Touch News Media and turn on your bells so that you don't miss out on anything that we upload. Let us know what you learned from some of his last moments, his life and legacy, and may his soul rest in eternity.